Hey boys and girls, another examining day. I had to take a break and kind of think about things and work itself out, have it work itself out. Get to know the knowingness, and following the path I needed to go down, just like all of you do. I actually kind of came to me after the video once again. Kind of found Wayne again. It was like right after I got off. There was another video of the whole cosmic God thing, and he said something interesting about well, you're really powerful as a as another as a being. Hey Max, I'm doing all right. I came to a conclusion about my big question about how to detach. Wayne helped me with that, our Wayne Snyder. He was talking about the cosmic knowledge and the cosmic universe and about the cosmic gods, and we are gods, and how much power we do have over on the other side, and that if we do go, we're not detached from here, that we can still help our peeps from even from a more better standpoint, actually, because we'll be like angels, gods, like what we call angels, like good guardian angel, used to anyway, hey, whoever came in, just discussing the detachment and how that went over. It wasn't the girl, but the girl did wind up helping with settling the spirit after that, so she did come into play, just not the way I expected. What I expected was to go right to her, but then Wayne was up with his video about I can never say this word, Hermetica, and I wanted to really wait for, hey, Seven Serpents. I really wanted to wait for that book that I ordered at the library that is supposed to detail, and I wanted to kind of read along with, and that way I can imagine it better, because it's always good to have somebody reading there with you, but then you do want to verify information from somebody, right? So that's what I was trying to do, but then something urged me to watch this video that, so I did, and it basically answered my question, like, completely, and it, like, dawned on me that I would be better over on the other side. I mean, I have so much power in me, and I know I do, it's just to be able to lift it out. And now I got to work on that, I think I'm, people talk about analytics, and I know you got to detach from things, but whenever you're ready, you're just ready. I've lived my whole life, trying to do the right things, admitting whenever I lied, admitting whenever I was wrong, admitting this, and, and I always owned it. So what do I have to detach from if I always lived it? I'm just there. And maybe that's the reason why, my batch came out late. Whatever is happening with me that makes me feel like, I need to hurry up with this. Time is ticking. Yeah, no, there is so much to fix here. There is. But I detached from that. I detached from that. I am ready, because I can help better over there, a lot better. And that's my thought on that. And this is why I'm outside today, is because I brought my meditation outside. I thought to myself, if you had nothing in this world, no food, you would probably eat the grass, just like whatever was available to you. That's all you need. That's the way I've been thinking about food. I'm surviving here. It's been like a week and a half. I'm not even hungry, and I've eaten very little, and I try to eat, I try to force myself to eat like lima beans, like all the grains and goods that will give you like spurs of nutrition. But then I'm thinking to myself, these are possessions. These are what we're trying to step away from, is the possessions of it. And if you keep indulging yourself in these, then you're not cleansing yourself. So yes, I do have my cup of joe. I'm going to start doing this whole natural thing now. I think like adding it to a day. Uh, yeah, I'm going to sit outside here and meditate like I don't have anything and just use my hum and do it naturally. Do everything naturally. I think that that's what we're kind of missing, is to detach from all these appliances, you know, like ways, techniques, crystals. You know, just think about Earth. We're outside. You got a voice. You gotta find it. You really gotta find it. Oh, I know that there's more information to see, but you know what? It's all BS at this point. I mean, I want what I want, and I want to help in the best way possible, the best way I can. And that's included helping myself here. And if I think the way I do, then I feel the way I do, you know, the information can't be taken away from me. That information, you know, so whenever it's time, whenever I'm called, I'm going for it. Because I think I'd be much more helpful on the other side there. I think that's what's happening with me and why I've always been just ready. Yeah, there's a few things that I can think of that I would definitely admit, I did admit to in the meantime of all this. But, you know, I'm cool. Cool with myself. I'm good. But yeah, just use your voice and kind of, you have to fill it up in here and you'll feel it. How do you like my shirt, by the way? Laugh at them, people. Laugh at them. He's my homeboy, yeah. See? Gangsta. Yeah. That's my thought on that. Thug. Jesus is a thug. Anyway, sorry about that to all you Christians and people who are trying to just do what you can. I apologize. I didn't mean to make fun of your faith. But, you know, sometimes you just got to say stuff whenever you've been lied to. Anyway, yeah, you just kind of got to hum it and fill it up in that nasal, like, and keep trying, because sometimes whenever you do it, it's not going to work. It's not going to hum. It's not going to vibrate. You got to get that right tone to get it there. You got to get that right place of the tongue as you curve it up and down. You got to give it like either pull it up or pull it down. You just got to kind of find your spot and just keep starting over every time that you feel that, you know. That's what I do is I just start over. Like if I'm that's not right. And that's right. I can feel that compared to I can feel that one too, but you can feel it tingle in the back there, and that's what I'm looking for, is that part of it, the tingle, because I got so much calcium deposit secretion over that it can't. I'm sorry, so much calcium deposit uh, matted over that secretion that it's not spewing it out. So I'm trying to cleanse that and shake it so that it disperses and gets off of there. Get out of me. Get out of me, you know. So I am very happy that I am there, I don't know what else to say, but thank you to everyone who helped in the process of all this. That I have a feeling it's going to be really soon, whatever's going to happen. It's been, people have been talking about it everywhere. Verifications, left and right of this. You can feel it. It's coming. And it's either you're ready or you're not. You could stay here and help, but it's on you. I'm not. You're trying to possess your soul. It's going to take me a long time. Well, it's a journey. You gotta find it on your own, and I don't think that it's gonna be that long for you. Really. I think that you're gonna find it. Just keep looking. And keep trying to live it, Keep trying to own up to your mistakes and do what I did and own up to them and try to make it the best you can, as long as you can, for the person that you've wronged. But still, there is only so much you can do with that as well, because some people do feed off of you wanting forgiveness, So you can do for them, and they'll take, and they'll keep taking because they like to take, is what I'm trying to say. I sing tones to myself in the tub, really resonates the body. Yeah, I thought about doing that outside here, but then, I got neighbors. Actually, I'm eating cherries, mandarin cherries, to use that, and lots of water, and of course a little bit of coffee in the morning. Sacred secretion, that's what I'm about. Yeah, I can't wait for it. It's coming for me, unless it already came. See, that's what's confusing me, is it had already come. Like, is this it? Because I should have actually been born, I think, about now or sometime soon. Because my mom, she was taking the birth control like I was talking about, and I was kind of late, like real late. They even thought I was a boy because I was so big. But anyhow, I don't really know what else to talk about. Just keep searching, find your own way of knowing what the no is trying to tell you. I think that, because whenever I watch people, they're not just looking online, they're looking in books, they're looking at things around them, like Jeff and Sandra was saying, it's like in symbols around them. They're noticing symbols of brainwashing around them, and that's kind of what I mean. The know is around you as well, and it points things out too, and I look for that. And you can feel the difference between it wanting to do good or wanting to do harm. I thought it was like a lunar thing, like like where it goes through the whole body and cleanses it all out. And yeah, when the moon is your sun sign. So if I'm supposed to have it every month, see, I know nothing about this, and to me, I'm more in I'm more in, right now I'm just trying to figure things out in my own head so I can detach and try to do the first thing, and that's clear everything out, and get to where I need to be so that whenever I'm called, I'm ready, and then try to go for the information, because to me, all the information, all this life is BS. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a beautiful thing, but it's an ugly thing, and I don't want nothing of it. I want out. And it's not that, I'm leaving people behind, because I'm still going to be on the outside, and it's still going to be horrible. It's going to be freaking horrible out there. I know that. But I just have a feeling that I'm going to do way better out there than here. And see, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it is ugly because we don't stand up and we don't change it. That's what I'm saying. If I'm in spirit form, I can see all of them. All of them. And I can be in one place and another place at the same freaking time. And I can, oh, you don't even know what, it's just there. I mean, I can already push him back from home in the little earlier stages I've done now. And so far, everything that I've done kind of, led me to a good point in my life. So I can't ignore that. I can't ignore what I learned and want to stay here after what I've learned. I can't, because you're more powerful of being not in this flesh. And that's all there is to it. And that's period. Think about it. Think about the limitations. 2 places, 3 places, 5, 10, hundreds of places at one time I could be rebuking off of you, off of you, off of you, and you, and you, and that one over there, and over here. Wherever they're at, I'd be. So, that'd be great. Anyway, just thought. Wanted to ask, have you planted a seed today? Anyone? In the past 48 hours? Have you shaken somebody's core a little? Try to help wake them up at all? You should. And you'll see why in the subscriptions of the day. I'm going to point out a very, very powerful emotional detail to all this, that all of you are probably going to have your core kind of shaken a little. So if you're weak, I wouldn't watch it. It may not be for you. You can fast forward, and I'll try to leave a comment time stamping where to pick up at after the announcement is over. That way you can watch all the scrubs of the day on, without having this thrown in your face, and you could see it whenever you want to see it. But yeah, it was pretty devastating to me whenever I put 2 and 2, and I put the 2 together. And yeah, I'm glad I've made the choice of wanting to go over and be free of this body and to help in that aspect, because what's coming is not pretty, and it's going to need all the power it can get, every single bit. Anyway, so have you planted your seed today? If not, please do. Someone, anyone. It could be a stranger. Just the act of love, may do. Somebody asking for change, give them water. If you don't trust that they'll spend it wisely, give them water. Give them a sandwich. Go buy them a hamburger if you can afford it. Just ask someone how their day went. Trust me, it can mean the world. It can mean everything to someone just by asking that question. How are you today? How did college go? Because that person is probably struggling inside and needs a little piece of love. So give it. You don't need to make this obvious, but but just give your love. And I don't know who else popped in here besides Seven and Max. But hello. We're just talking about the detachment of things and how I'm gonna. Oh, whoever it is popped back off. So, oh well. So sad. So I'm gonna hop off and get meditating, do the scrub of the day. That'll be coming up. If you have time, watch it. Watch it. Definitely watch it. It could be worth it for you. It'll put you in the spot of knowing what's to come. And I always said in my mind a long time ago that if you know what's coming, then you can be more prepared for it. It's not so shocking to you. Anytime that something has ever happened, my body has prepared me for it some way. Like it would make me so depressed for a month before, to where I get so depressed for so long that there'll be no more room for any more depression. I'll move to that next stage immediately once that bad thing happens. So your no is already playing, a part in your process. So it already knows what's coming, so you can get ready for it. Kind of like that kind of thing, where if you see what's coming and you could feel it off of what you're being shown, then you could be more ready and prepared to handle, instead of being shocked, and standing there like a big dummy, like, and chop your head off, at least you'd be able to go, hey, whoa, and bounce back up. You missed my... I didn't say it. I didn't say it. If we raise everyone's consciousness, then we can have a heaven on earth. No, not to me. Heaven's out there. You can never, in this body, it can never be that. It can never be that. Because we are made out of good and bad. The good and the ugly. And the ugly always precedes. Because you're in human form. You're not in spiritual form. You forget. Like even now, I'm forgetting things from just yesterday. You tend to, yeah, and you just said something here, a state of mind. Your state of mind kind of goes up a level to where everything kind of melts, and everything just becomes bullshit. Everything else, I don't really know how to explain it, other than that. Heaven is a state of mind, at least. That's what Pope John Paul. Yeah, speaking of Pope John Paul, did anybody go look up the Vatican audience hall pictures and what it looks like? Because that sure woke me up. I was thinking, what kind of people am I following here? What kind of words am I following? And I went straight back to Jeff as soon as it dawned on me of what I was actually doing. So I know I asked a question, but I forgot what it was. So I don't know. So oh yeah. Ow. Getting old. My joints hurt. I'm trying to find the camera again. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. It's hard to find. I'm always playing around, aren't I? All right. Well, no, you won't hear any more playing from me. Most people think they want pure bliss, but pure bliss is just oblivion. You wouldn't notice anything around you. I don't think of the other side as pure bliss. I think of it as kind of like a euphorium, like a big open area of euphoric. I mean, I've been there a few times. Whenever my uncle had passed away, there was I didn't know how to explain it to my son. How do you explain to a 7-year-old death or 8-year-old death, and not have them feel? So I kind of just reached out to my uncle and asked if he could help me with that, because I was devastated myself. You know, I just lost my uncle. He was my pillar. You know, he was there whenever I didn't have a father, and he was the best joker in the world, man. You want to talk about somebody who jokey? Oh my gosh, that man. He'd make jokes all the time, make me laugh. And somebody just did something. From my perception, we already are everywhere, even heaven. We just aren't fully conscious. Raising consciousness is the work we do. You can work all your life. I don't want to have to work all my existence. I just want to be. You know, people wake up. Period. Either you wake up, you know, or you don't. You know, you got to worry about yourself, you know, and your own being. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go help carry groceries in. I'll do the scrubs of the day here after a few, and so yeah, just take a look at that if you still want to be here, and you tell me that you still want to be here. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Have fun, be safe, and go plant that seed.